How you doing, everybody? I was sitting around thinking, and I decided to make a video because I see a lot of salesmen, but I noticed that the richest people in the world are salesmen, and then the poorest people in the world are salesmen. And the reason that is because there's an art to selling, and if you don't know how to do it, you're gonna be living in a trailer park your whole life. So I'm going to explain to anybody that's willing to listen how you sell and make money. First, you have to understand that there are three parts to selling. You have the qualifying process, you have the pitch, and you have the close, okay? I'm going to get to that in a second. I want you to also understand one other thing. There are two types of questions. There are open-ended questions and there are alternate answer questions. So, for example, if I ask somebody, what's your favorite color? That's an open-ended question. They could tell me any color out of the spectrum. If I say, what do you like better, white or black? They are forced to answer white or black. So I've just painted a picture and set them up to answer one of my decisions. That's called an alternate choice question. You want to use that as much as possible. Okay. So, when you have the qualifying process, you're qualifying for two things: interest and financial capability if you're seeking for finances in any way whatsoever. The second process is the pitch. Now, the pitch is very important. The pitch consists of the features, the advantages, and the benefits. But the thing is you do it in reverse because nobody wants to hear the features because it's going to bore them. It's like the details, and you're going to lose them right away. So what you do is you start with the benefits. Like, for example, if you go into somebody's office and they have a boat, a picture of a boat, you say, you start off somewhere along the lines with what we're about to do. You could probably buy another boat. That's just off the top of my head. But for example, if I were to sell somebody a SUV over a Toyota Camry, it would be because I would qualify them in a way that I would find out if they have a family, what their needs are, what their interests are, and also, like I said, their financial capability. And if they had a family, I would say in this car, opposed to the Camry, it will be much easier to apply a car seat. Your family will be more comfortable, and it's more of a family type automobile, honestly. I would just explain the benefits that their life will become easier by having this car. Then I'll explain the advantages. The advantages are it's a bigger car, it has, navigation, whatever, any type of feature it has. Advantage it has. Then you explain the features. Okay, the features are the details. Okay, so you explain the details. For example, we only have it in black with white trim or something like that, and it's a V8 engine, or it has XM radio. Those are features. Okay, so you're explaining the features. Then after that, you have what's called the close. Now, the close, that consists of two different things. You have objections and conditions. Now, conditions cannot be overcome. Conditions would be somebody saying, I have brain cancer and I am going to die in a week, so I can't buy this car. Okay, you cannot sell that car to that person because they're not able to buy the car and own it for more than a week. So literally, it's pointless. And then you have conditions. What a condition is and is it's I mean excuse me. Then you have objections. What an objection is something like, yeah, I like it, but I kind of like the Camry too. Or something like, I like it, but I don't like that color in black. Or I like it, but I don't think I can get financed. Something along those lines. What you do is you get them to admit that they want it, but they don't like something about it. That's called an objection. What you do, objections are, once you have an objection, you put it right in front of you. You paint a picture right in front of you. You have the objection right in front of you, and then you just solve it. Once you solve the objection, the close is made, they write the check, finance, however you do it, it's done. For example, I once had to do an appraisal on a 500,000 square foot building and replace T8 48-inch fluorescents. And you know how many there are in a 500,000 square foot building? A lot. I had to count the fixtures and explain, or in my head and on my phone, calculate how much energy they would save by switching to LEDs, because I was working for an LED lighting company. I was a salesman for an LED lighting company, actually the director of inside sales. So what I did is I calculated now LEDs, they don't emit heat, so that's going to save on their electric bill because they have to use less AC. Then also I explained to them that, well, I calculate first that LEDs also use less electricity. Now with that grand scale, I already know how much watts is used by each of those T8 48-inch fluorescents. So I was able to calculate that he would save in the first year $100,000. I needed to collect a check for $100,000. So what I did is, instead of saying I could save you $100,000 in the first year, I didn't say that. I said, in the next 10 years, you're going to save over $1 million by writing a check for $100,000 today, which I can even get you financed for. I mean, he didn't even have to think. $1 million in 10 years for $100,000 today, and I'm making payments. Next thing you know, sales done. Go home, eat dinner. That's how sales are done. So anyway, I needed to share that with people because I see so many people doing it wrong, and I want to help people. I'm a godly man. I don't believe in manipulation, but there are proper ways to sell. So I hope you guys got something out of this. By the way, I'm a man of Christ, okay? I love Jesus. I don't believe in being dishonest whatsoever. But I'm just explaining to you that there are correct ways to sell to keep you out of poverty. So God bless. Amen.